Dan cross pit exit line turning into turn 1, that's a penalty. Oh, Daz had 2 wheels on the curb, that's a penalty.
Daz could barely control the fucking car.
No. Oh, Phil's Phil, so that's a penalty. Oh, Shoemaker, where is he? He's in a black car, that's a penalty. British Ginger, that's a penalty. Ginger Bush is potentially Ginger. So, to be consistent, it's a penalty. Fury's, the front part of Fury's car is just touching that white line by his pit box, that's a penalty.
So is Keegs.
Keegs is a penalty. Smokey's is a penalty. Future Revenge, sorry pal, penalty. What a shame, everybody's got a penalty. Oh look, Dan's off the grass. He's crossed all 4 wheels off over the white line there. That's a penalty. Well, I did ask Gary if he wanted to fill in, as there's a few not able to make tonight. If it was Project Cars 2, I'd have been straight on. Well, we're not doing Project Cars 2, you dickhead. Even Bryn's jumped in as a reserve.
Yeah.
Right, Shane's had to go out last minute, Bryn said. So
Smithy is
15.
Smithy's saying, "Where's my invite?"
Where? Oh, on Smith. Smith, if you want to race, Smith, get yourself in, pal. It's only 2 20-minute races. Oh, Smithy boy is a motherfucking legend. Smithy is an absolute goat, greatest of all fucking time.
Say you were depressed 10 minutes ago.
Smithy boy.
Pep's telling that off. That's a penalty.
Yeah.
Smithy boy is the fucking goat. I'll have that on here, please, because I need the laptop open.
Someone's joining anyway, because
85. That's probably Clive Smith in his normal. Why is he in the normal Porsche? Who is in the normal Porsche?
who is in a normal Porsche?
Baraba.
Oh my god. But then again, though, Dan's time is quicker than a lot of Pro-Am.
This is why me and Mike possibly need to think about how to change what so you can only have it as one car class.
We need.
Fucking Jay knows. Jay knows to get me on Britain's Got Talent. Jay gets it. Golden buzzer. Do, 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 do.
Well, Smithy's disappeared from chat.
Smithy's disappeared from chat. He's gone to fire up the PS. Go on, the goat. Go on, the motherfucking goat. He is there. I write my own songs as well, Micro J's, don't worry. Was that Jay in your chat earlier?
Yeah.
What a guy. Here in my chat the other night on Thursday night. I says, I hope you follow Jay's. And he went, yeah, I do. Good lad. Top stuff, pal. But Robert's in the wrong fucking car. Change it or get it. That's a penalty. That's 30 seconds right there. Wrong car.
Yeah. No,
Right.
that's not 30 seconds. That's disqualification.
No, you've got to be consistent. Everybody else has only got 30 seconds, so...
I can't believe James wanted to only give you 5. We do that, it'd be pandemonium.
Not only that, though, PM, but he only commented on my ticket, and he didn't even mention Camel in my ticket, can I just say?
No, I noticed that. Oh, did you see me go, Killer Camel cover as well?
Yeah, mate. But then he didn't reply when he said that.
No.
That's what's wound me up. That's what's really wound me up, the fact that Dan and James have had their say, but on mine. On me. This Russian is gonna join us on comms, cause he threatened to nuke the shit out of England.
As long as he hits Cornwall, it's fine.
What exactly Cornwall?
Because then you blow Dan up and then he can't make shitty decisions.
But he's... yeah.
Plava, are you in the spectators lobby?
Yeah.
Right. You know the pit lane here? It's got that bit that sticks out, hasn't it? That little white bit.
Wait.
Wait until somebody goes into the pit lane, please.
Remember, no rush. What good end run this? There's a reserve. Oh,
I did ask him.
Hitman's in the barrier. That's a penalty.
They've all been in a fucking barrier.
I think it's
Coming
going to
into the
be
pits, Matt,
tonight.
yeah?
Yeah, coming into the pits. There's like a little white bit that sticks out, yeah?
Okay.
Would you say you could cross that?
Wait, I need to find it first. But I will remember it later.
We're not live on the main broadcast yet, are we? Where we
No.
heard.
No. We're only live.
No.
We're live at 5 to
If Camel never put that in, I was just going to let them all slide. You know
Mate,
that, don't
I
you?
let so many go on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Because to me, that's just the normal line into the pits.
I'm in the pit lane.
Yeah, as Jay just said, was a total bullshit thing to do. Petty and vindictive, combing others' footage, looking for any infringement.
Right. I'm not even angry at Camel for looking at my footage, right? Not even angry at that. I'm angry at Dan and James for going through. And that's the only one they fucking...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what's enraged me. That fact there.
Yeah, glad, as Jay just said, glad we caught him cutting in the background.
Yeah, man. It fucking joke, mate. Honestly, it was a fucking joke.
Oh, was in the right car now.
Right, we should have 16 because Bryn's technically like filled in for Shane. I'm just going to run to the toilet very quickly.
Yeah. We are going to get so many tickets to this race.
Oh, you think so?
Well, people have just lost it because of, the lack of traction control.
Oh.
Or aerodynamics for that matter as well, weren't it?
ABS.
They've got ABS. They've got ABS.
At least that.
Yeah.
That would be even more fun.
And the lover is here. Seven tenths with Sekulovic. Nervous Blubbins. Take my breath and brush my head. Ooh. Ooh, Sekulovic has just gone to 3/10 of a second off Dan now. Whoa. Boil my foot and call me Brenda. Well, that's for line, Brinsky. Tell you what, Phil's got quicker as well. He's there's some 3 seconds slower than Dan in a car with no traction control. And I think Phil's the only person on a pad. Everyone else, I think, is on wheel and pedals. Oh, someone's joining. Oh, that's Leon 30. Car 21. That'll be Leon. Yeah, he is doing alright. Leon's in the normal in the Michael Ligo Porsche from British GT from 4 years back now. in palaver.
Oh.
Fucking Palaver's singing that.
We need a SimPlay theme tune.
Someone will drop it on the formation of...
Someone's gonna drop. Everyone's probably gonna
Who
drop
else is
it.
missing?
Leon's just joined. Max.
So Max out to those who confirmed. Shane, obviously, last minute's been called away.
Oh, I need to fix me a drink.
Fix yourself a drink, Plasky. You've got time. You've got 7 minutes.
I know.
He knows. He fucking knows the game. Right, close your stream down. Open it up on my phone.
So Tibbs is racing real karts.
Yeah, Tibbs, I'm Hitman. Tibbs and I'm Hitman. Shane's obviously come away. Ant and T aren't racing. They declined them for.
Yep. Jace just put, I'm watching Brands, but I'm seeing Ring Sprint. Help. Yeah, I got a fifth.
Speaking of Nürburgring, make sure you tune in to the Gaming Welshman 5 next week. Friday night, PS5, 2-hour endurance race.
Yeah, don't tune into. No, FRL's done, and took PC, what Dan was doing.
I think so, yeah.
For now.
No, I need that to change because that says 463.
A lot of people haven't done a livery for this. There's a lot of Martin Igo's WPI car. There is.
I think I might try my the FRL Friday League next season when it starts.
What, PC?
Yeah.
Fucking what, are you leaving us on PS4, are you? Hey.
No, I'm not leaving.
Good lad. What, we done?
I mean, yeah, but probably not in the same category because I am M.
Yeah.
At least on the
If I can get a new power supply, mate, I'd fucking join you. But I can't. Just can't afford it at the minute. I've got other things I've got to buy / pay for / do things with to get before I get a power supply.
Waiting for SimPlay Motorsport.
We should be now live.
Yeah, one thing I need to do, I just need to make sure that's muted.
I know that's a good point, that is muted, yes.
Oh, apparently in the Spa 24 on the ACC, Verstappen ran into someone and he got disqualified.
Brilliant. Who's just left? We've lost someone. Bryn. I reckon Bryn's not racing tonight.
But he was only a reserve anyway, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Discord, live streams, SimPlay TV.
Not M, spell even.
Are you not in next Saturday, Plava?
I don't think I have anything planned that day.
Because there is that.
I can do.
There is that Spa race next Saturday if you fancy it.
Yeah.
It's teams
I
as
would
well.
like no practice for right on no. Not
Shadow
the-
over the white line. Stop go.
What the way they're doing it is one of you have to sit out and wait, and
Yeah, I read it.
oh, you read it, yeah.
Yeah.
But we have to drive the same car. So like if me and you were to team up, we'd have to drive like something we both enjoy.
M4.
Can't
No,
it's the
it's not on
PS4 it's the PS4 version. Basically, PN, you do 45 minutes and you do 2 stints of 45 minutes. So you pit, I come out and change for Emplava, he does his 45 minutes, he pits, I come back in for my 45, and then I pit and he comes back in for his last stint. Daz can't do it, he's got the mother-in-law down. Dan wants to do it but wants to drive the... Dan says he'll do it but wants to drive the Audi, which I've said bollocks to you. I think Fury's up for it, but I don't think he'll drive the Audi as well.
I mean, I can do Audi with Dan and you and Fury can do.
Yeah, speak with Dan, mate. Speak with Dan, double check he's doing it. If so, I can get you all in that Discord quickly and or later.
You know who else would drive the Audi? Ripper.
Yeah, but he's not part of SimPlay Racing, so fuck him.
Can I do a side branch of SimPlay Racing on the Series X? With Forza?
Don't see why not.
Because I've got the game on there, but I ain't got the DLC, because the DLC's still full price.
Yeah, I was tempted to buy Ferrari Challenge DLC today. Because it's still on sale, aren't they?
Yeah.
Till the 19th.
But all the DLC's at full price at the moment on the Xbox. That was like... stick my fingers up at that.
Right, at 11 minutes we'll go live.
My fans aren't too loud, are they?
Can't hear them, mate.
Good. If I
Max,
turn something
Max
on
Mulder and Tibbs are doing it, so I kind of want to do it to kick their ass. Do you know what I mean?
It's not hard to kick Max's ass, he just pisses about anyway.
Well, they can't be in the server at the same time, so... Colour scheme, I don't think he fancies it. But like I say, he was reserved, so it's okay. Still got 14 drivers, it should still be good.
When we go live, it's 10 now. Oh,
Yeah, I know it is, yeah, I know. I'm just sharing the stream and then I'll do I'll count down from 5, but I'll only say 5, 4, and then you'll just hear me start talking. Because there's 10 minutes after practice, we don't go live bang on 8 at minute. Normally there's highlights and the stream starts earlier, but for this first one, we started it at 5 ton. I'm just still sharing the stream around a second.
Someone left now.
Yeah, Bryn. You're only reserved though.
He's only reserved to take place of Shane. And if Shane's back, and he's coming back on.
Someone
Well,
else left.
oh yeah, we've lost someone else. Oh, well, it's not even to replace Shane. He just reserved because of the fact there was spots.
Who have we lost?
Not too sure. Keegs.
Keegs. Yeah, do a pinned message to pin it to the so people head to SimPlay for my stream.
You what, sorry?
Jay's now going to put a pin on my
right, yeah,
chat so people head towards SimPlay, because I'm not going to be watching my chat.
Yeah. Copy that. Browser source, properties, paste, close, interact, full screen. Is it on HD? Yes, it is. Right. Okay. 5, 4. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to SimPlay Motorsport here for the Porsche Cup. It is rounds 1 and 2. It is Brands Hatch. We haven't left this place. We've been here all week, and we flew in a very special guest just for you, lovely ladies and gentlemen, on commentary tonight, joining myself and the one and only PN Motorsport. As we actually
disconnected.
Sekulovic as well. So disconnections happening at the moment. Have you been disconnected as well, PN? A lot of drivers getting disconnected here. We've all been disconnected. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment. As if G-Portal's just gone down.
Has it?
I don't know.
Which one was my keyboard?
Plava, did you get disconnected?
Yep.
If we all have to reset the server.
Yeah, no.
Should I join now or wait until you?
See if you can join now.
Yeah, there's people, Slyn.
The other server's pinged up again.
Yeah, it's still going. It's 7 minutes left.
That's good.
Right. I'll count down again. 5. Hang on. No. Start. That. Interact. Full screen. 5. Dean, watch on SimPlay, not on my stream. Otherwise, stuff's going to pop up on my end. Get on the SimPlay stream, not mine. 5, 4, 3. Good evening and welcome to SimPlay Motorsport. Apologies about that. We just had a slight technical error where the server decided to kick most drivers. We hopefully are going to get these drivers back in. If it doesn't get them in, we will have to reset the lobby and go again. But at the moment, it isn't looking very promising so far as it's not coming up with names or anything, so I'm not sure what is actually going off here. All the cars are raised. Have you got anybody driving around?
No,
no, not yet. Everyone's in the pits.
Have you got everybody's names? I've got 4 names.
I've got everyone's names.
I have names of 6 people.
Okay.
I have someone driving around. Daz is driving around.
Okay, well, I'm going to rejoin on my end. So you will have to see all the screens, but we'll let you so you can hear us. Evening to you, MVDM, Dean Wasocki and Benedict Varga, as you can hear in the chat. Joining me on commentary tonight is Dean Wasocki, sorry, I should have said his name in the chat, is PN Motorsport and N Plava. Gentlemen, are we well today?
Yeah, not too bad, Matt. You?
Yeah, very good, thank you. Plava, are we good?
Yeah, I'm good. Just a bit sore from the training camp I had last week.
Basketball?
Yep. Trying to get off the bench.
Must be hard work sitting on a bench and standing up.
Yep, it is.
Yeah. Enough of the banter, though. Right, 13 drivers are currently in the lobby, and we are ready to go now. Then hopefully now everybody gets in and everybody is A-OK to keep going then. As we do love ACC, Benedict, you are correct. Right, 13 drivers in. We are expecting 15 drivers tonight, so who are we currently missing? Baraba is one that we are missing, and I believe Sekulovic, no, he's there.
No, he's there.
Keegs is there. Leon Fernie there, yeah. Shoemaker there. No. But there is, Shoemaker is there. Someone is joining now.
That should be Baraba.
I imagine so. Car 86, I do believe that will be Baraba. We'll see when he gets in a few moments' time. If it loads him in, it is Baraba, so Baraba is in. Smoky Devil is in. Nose is in. Is Noser in? Yep, Nose is in. Hitman, he's in. Ginger Bush is in. DJ Phil, he's in. Future Revenge. Future Revenge is the driver who is not in. Yeah. Right. So, Porsche Cup, interesting, different sort of take on the events here at SimPlay Motorsport. It is brand new to the series. It is Porsche Cup cars, which means, PN, No traction control. Bit less in power compared to a normal GT3 car as well.
Yeah, and less aero, so faster down the straight.
Faster down a straight, but a bit more twitchy and a bit harder to handle through the corners as well. So it'll be interesting to see what these drivers can do this evening and what they can try and take on tonight as well as they try and tackle these cars. We'll go through the driver lineup. We'll go through the driver lineup right now. Unorthodox 16, your 6-time champion here at SimPlay Motorsport, is one of the drivers out there on the track. Sekulovic, your current Pro-Am driver, is out there as well. Noza in Pro-Am, couple of race wins. His name, he took one last week. He's out on the circuit. Ginger Bush, quick driver in Am. What can he do in a Porsche Cup car this evening? Fury is a 2-time champion here. It's great to see him on the track in his Porsche Cup car, as we do have another driver joining at the moment.
Future Revenge.
And that will be Future Revenge. Hitman in the Pro Series, he's out there tonight. Daz Automatic, current Pro-Am driver, he's in P7. Smokey Devil is currently 8th. Lucas Roth, a.k.a. Keegs, he's 9th with Shoemaker 10th. DJ Phil 11th, Future Revenge 12th. Baraba 13th, Leon Fernie 14th, and Max Mulder 15th place. We also have Shane, who's not able to race tonight. We also, have Am Hitman, Exist Tibbs, Mr. T and Ant as well, all going through the season. Full 20-car grid, Porsche Cup should be absolutely cracking, shouldn't it, PN?
It should be. I'm expecting a few spins tonight. Because everyone's been used to playing this game with traction control.
Yeah.
Plavy,
you didn't fancy racing this one?
No. I thought it would be a bit too much for me, since I'm doing Pro and I need to do a lot of practicing there, and to be competitive with these equal cars you need to do even more practicing.
Yeah, indeed you do. Setup's going to be the key, I feel, tonight, or do you think it's with no traction control or anything, it's going to be down to, who can handle it the best?
I think it's a bit of both, You need a good setup so the car is stable in the corners, but on the exit of low-speed corners, it's down to the driver to control the wheel spin and get straight to the next corner.
Well, let's get into the format tonight then, PN. As we know, we normally run a good half an hour, two half-an-hour races in the Pro-Am and a 45-minute race in Am. Tonight, though, for the drivers, there's no reverse grid this season at all. It's a chance to get pole position in every race. It's 2 10-minute qualifyings followed by 2 20-minute races, no pit stops as well. So that means for the drivers, they have a chance of really trying to push the boundaries and push the limits a little bit.
Yeah, they have. It's going to be interesting to see tyre wear as well. See if their tyres will last, as Dan's coming up on my screen right behind Daz.
Benedict Varga in the chat. Nice to see Dan racing again. Indeed it is. Obviously Dan, the pro commentator, as he's there just in front of Daz Automatic now. That's over the white line from Dan there. Oh, that's into the wall from Dan there. Got to watch them white lines at this circuit. You have to keep a close eye on all of them as you come around this track, as I found out the hard way Thursday evening. But PN, as we move into a new week, we obviously go from Brands Hatch tonight. We all pack up and jump on a plane to Kyalami, South Africa. Are we looking forward to Kyalami, South Africa?
Kind of. Because there's going to be a new track to everybody. Unless you've done many hours of practice, which I might have, but I'm not going to divulge that information.
PN, Plava, sorry.
Track.
Why?
I'm a bit scared of it because I haven't done any laps around it. I don't know the layout of it. But,
my friend,
my teammate,
you may need to get on that circuit, to be fair, mate. You may need to find out, especially that last sector. I'm not going to give away which corner, but especially that last sector, you may need to get on and just have a few laps. Yeah, you could be eating into the opposite wall.
Peaceful is very encouraging. He says it should be fine, and he has a good setup that I can borrow.
Well, we'll have to see how right Peaceful Explosion is then as we move into that race on Tuesday night. That should be an absolute cracking race then. Get your votes in the chat at the moment on Orthodox Sekulovic. Fury and Noza for race 1 pole position. Who will take pole position? Now, we've seen that all season. We know that Gary needs 1 pole position for 25. He's not here. So who will take pole position this week? This is the biggest question. If we look at the pole position stats, there is no car stats for tonight, just the driver stats. If Dan takes another pole, he'll be 2 clear of Andy and really cruising ahead. If Fury takes a pole, it'll be his 16th pole position. The interesting thing to note here, though, is that for these drivers, some of them are nearing that pole position marker. Right, any drivers, the first ones out? Let's have a watch as they are all sat in the pit lane and probably getting ready for their quali fuel. That is, I believe, is that Sekulovic away? No, that's Noza then, who is the first man out. Yep, Dan's going to follow him. And out the pits they come then. So out they come to start their qualifying. Shoemaker's going to come out the pits now as well, as is Hitman and Daz Automatic. They come out the pits. Now Sekulovic decides to leave. Lucas Roth's still in there. Fury's still in there. Ginger Bush. I think Lucas Roth's just pulled away. So everybody's still in there, apart from the fact that Noza was the first man out on circuit. We said going into this week that track position on a busy Brands Hatch could be absolutely horrendous. On a quiet one, it's not too bad, PN.
Yeah, as we saw on Pro, it was quite quiet, unfortunately. But the other two, well, especially Pro-Am, it was just, you couldn't find space without someone coming up behind you or on your fast lap.
What do we think for tonight, though, Plava? 15 cars on track, that's 5 less than a full grid. Do you think that track position has got to be key around this circuit? But in qualifying, if you get caught up in that traffic, it could hurt you.
Yeah, it's the case for every track. You don't want to get caught up in traffic, but here, since it's a very short lap, it's easy to get stuck behind cars, and I think you need to be smart with it. You don't want to push too hard. If you're down on your lap, maybe build a gap to the car in front and then push your flying lap.
Yeah, exactly, especially in these Porsche Cup cars. As we go on board with Noza then, as he comes across the line, we go on board his cockpit view. Brilliant camera layout here. And on Noza, through Paddock Hill Bend, up towards Druids, on the brakes just before the bridge, down into second gear. He keeps it in second round Druids. Now you go left of the track, back across to the right-hand side of the circuit. As you brake again, down 1 or 2 gears for Graham Hill Bend. He keeps it in third place. Use the exit curb as much as you dare before you come into Surtees then, a long left-hander. A hurry up and wait corner, as KLF used to describe them on commentary. Down to second gear, probably runs a little wide on exit, bit twitchy over the curb. Now you come down to Pilgrim's Drop. There's a good bit of good drop downhill here before hitting Hawthorne Hill at Hawthorne's corner. The right-hander down a couple of gears, back on the power as soon as you dare. A little hesitant maybe was Noza there. Now into Westfields, down a couple of gears, right-hander, uses a lot of curb, used the runoff, still got a valid lap through Dingledale. It's pretty much not there. Up towards Sheen Curve you come now. Again, as much of the curb as you dare take. Try and use a bit of that runoff. Back across the right-hand side of the circuit for Sterling's. And then you've got a short straight down towards the final corner. That of Clock Curve. Before you come into clearways, apologies here. And as you hit clearways, you're going to set a lap time. And what is this going to be for Noza as he comes across the line now? It's a 1:28.8, so it is not the fastest of lap times for Noza there, but it's a good lap time nonetheless. Dan comes across the line at 27.5. Next car will be that of Hitman in the 666 Porsche Cup car. What lap time is he going to set? As behind him will be Sekulovic. He goes up to P2. Sekulovic now rocks it up to P2. And the next car is car 37, a Shoemaker. But a bit of a tentative start, that, you have to say, PN, by Noza.
Was a bit, probably let the tyres come up the temp just to have a little bit more grip. Because, that is quite a high track temp now, at 39 degrees centigrade.
Yeah, and we are going off. If the drivers want to know what we're going off, we're not doing live weather for Brands Hatch. It will always be clear, and it will always be the single-player ambient temperature. So as the day gets warmer and the track gets rubbered in more, it is going to get hotter. The track is still fast, though. It is not yet at optimum. And here we go, as we see Shoemaker's done his lap time. The next car on a valid lap time will be that of car number 21. That is Leon Fernie. Max Mulder has apologised in the Discord. He says he's running the wrong number. So we'll rectify that for next time out. If you enjoy what you see here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We are only 34 subscribers away. Sorry, 34 subscribers away from that magical 500 subscriber mark. As well as hit the thumbs up button and the bell to be notified when we're live, when myself and Fury will be live on Tuesday night. PN having a bit of a breather. Myself and Fury will be live on Tuesday night for the commentaries. Fury's on second place. Dan improves by a couple of tenths. Next car is that one of, I believe it is DJ Phil, and he has got a fast Lucas Roth right behind him. And DJ Phil just proving that track position is everything. He's actually let Keegs through, got on the grass a bit there is DJ Phil. Now Lucas Roth on his first flying lap can set after setting a time here, and what's his time going to be as he says low to the pit wall, crosses it now, goes up to P6. DJ Phil only P9. Here comes Ginger Bush. Plava Porsche Cup cars, no traction control, very tricky to handle as Ginger Bush puts it P2.
Yeah, it's my first time for me hearing of Ginger Bush, so it will be interesting for me to see how he compares to the guys I have raced, and I know their pace.
Well, he's a quick driver in AM, isn't he, PN? He's just not had the rub of the look at the moment.
No, he hasn't. I think the Porsche has been a bit of a problem as well. Apart from winning in that really wet race with that Corva card, that was very impressive.
No, I think Fury will enjoy this car since he likes to do a lot of drifting with GT3 cars. No traction control, I think he will enjoy these races.
There's an Orthodubs and rounds Clark curve for the third time. He's about to set another lap time here, and it's going to be fantastic to see what he sets. Obviously a six-time champion. You can't take away from Dan's credentials as he does a 26.8. You can't take away from Dan's credentials of what he's got here at SimPlay Motorsport, can you? He's a fantastic driver. He's got the stats to back him up, and really, PN, he's got to go down as one of the favourites for this season.
Yeah, it's his to lose, really, isn't it? Without him being one of the favourites, as Ginger Bush is backing off to find some space.
Lucas Roth crosses the line. He moves himself up to P5. Next car will be Fury. He's a man, though, determined. He's a multiple champion as well here at SimPlay Motorsport, is Fury. And it's going to be interesting to see what he can do as he goes around.
Yeah. There's a yellow flag on the back straight. Who's that? Just returned to pits.
Drivers without
Smokey's now coming to the line. Oh, yeah. That's the wrong car, Phil.
Hitman's just crossed it. Now Smokey comes to the line as well before Baraba. Smokey goes P4. Wow, that's a good lap time, Smokey Devil.
Yep, it is indeed. I think the next car's Baraba.
It is. No improvement for him. Next one on a valid lap is that one of Leon Fernie.
Yeah, we had Sid Leon this season.
Oh, we've seen him once, yeah. No, we've seen him once, yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't remember because life's a blur at the moment.
Just trying to think of what else we don't have at the minute. Tim and who's the other driver not driving tonight?
We've got Ant RP.
Ant, that's the one. Yep, there we go. So there we go, SimGrid sorted and ready to go. I have just seen something on SimGrid, but I won't say it on air. We'll see what happens after. Leon Fernie stays 11th. Max Mulder, not yet got a lap time in, and I believe he's on an invalid lap now. Yes, he is. The next man set a fast lap time will be that of Hitman, who comes up towards Sterling now. NP. This is going to get confusing tonight.
You got the wrong team in chat tonight.
Exactly. NP. For these drivers in these Porsche Cup cars, what are we expecting to see? Because at the minute, if you look from Fury all the way down to Shoemaker, from second to ninth, a second separates them two, whereas it's 9/10 that separates Dan to Fury. Is that just how good Dan is, or is that how tight the rest of the field are behind him?
I think it's just how good Dan is with his throttle leg, you know. It's you need to. There's a small edge between just enough wheel spin and getting over that line where the car starts to slide and it's not quick enough. So I think Dan has perfected this line and knows where it is for him. So I think he can drive on the limit almost every corner.
Well, we'll see what he does then in this one. We're currently watching Ginger Bush, who's the next car on a valid lap. Yes, he is. Max Mulder and Leon Fernie in front, still not on a valid lap time yet. Dan and Fury in the pits. Shoemaker, Future Revenge, and DJ Phil in the pits as well. Future Revenge not got a lap time on the board at the moment, so that's not what he's going to want so far. He's going to want to get out there and get a lap time on the board. But this could be an interesting way to start the season at the moment.
There's only 20 seconds left to qualify, so he ain't going to get a lap
fair
now,
point, yeah. He isn't going to get a lap. Hitman's returned back to the garage as well. So here comes Ginger Bush. Max Mulder will have time to start one more lap. So Future Revenge will be 15th place. DJ Phil, if Max Mulder can get a lap on the board, will be 14th as well. If Max doesn't get a lap on the board, Future Revenge won't be 15th. Bush stays P3. And car 20 of Noza gets across the line, but the flag is going to fly. And it's going to be car 18 of Sekulovic who will finish the first qualifying run. Needs a couple of tenths to go ahead of Smokey. Doesn't find them. Smokey Devil. Wow, second place. Smokey Devil. That's a fantastic lap at the end.
Unexpected.
And we've had a theory disproved. Smokey and Leon are not the same person.
Yeah, we found out now they are not the same person. Daz Automatic stays P8. Baraba behind on an invalid lap, as is Lucas Roth. The next man not on an invalid lap is that of Nose, who's a bit twitchy. Max Mulder has pulled over, so Max will be P15. He did plenty of laps, but no time set. Then Future Revenge, then DJ Phil at the back of the pack as well. We just await others.
I think DJ
Smithy saying must be a glitch. I'm not sure what must be a glitch. Baraba is lining up P12. Leo Fernier is lining up P11. Shoemaker will then be lining up P10 at the moment. We're waiting to see where Noza will be. But the top drivers, what an absolute demon lap that from Smokey Devil right at the very end.
Yeah, I wonder if he likes these cars because they're nice and slidey. Whoa, as Noza was giving it everything.
He was full beans.
Smokey was quick in touring cars, as I remember.
He was quick in touring cars.
I think with these pretty much equal cars, he's doing well.
Oh, Noza's backed out of it right at the very end. So Daz will stay 8th. Noza will then drop to 9th as we all now press options and return to garage to make sure we are in. There, though, is your qualifying laps. While I can input this on SimGrid while we get ready for the formation lap to make it a little easier from doing it later on. That, though, is how they line up. That is the lap times they set. And this is how they line up for the first qualifying, let's not forget, of the season. So an absolute fantastic start. And once again, Dan Unorthodox adds to his qualifying tally. And that is one pole position to his name, putting him on 34 pole positions. Now, the formation lap is still there. So while they do their formation lap, we will be going through the grid order, just inputting the data onto the SimGrid website, just purely to help ourselves out over everything else so that we don't have to do it at a later date. Also, it helps for working penalties out, APN.
It does, yeah. Penalties. Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
Who likes penalties?
You like penalties.
You definitely do them on race.
Yeah.
No, I think my rivals were in front of me like that, not me.
Silly white lines, if you ask me, Plava.
Yeah.
Tell you what, if you like a good camera angle, look at Dan right now, where you just get a barrier. I had this with Overtaker on Pro.
Yeah, we had this, I think, Wednesday night as well with whoever was on pole position Wednesday night. 30 seconds then until they need to ready up and make sure they are on the grid ready to start this race. We will go back live to the race in action in just a couple of moments' time. As they do, though, have that formation lap to make sure everything is ready to go. You're still currently seeing the drivers' lap times, and as you can see, as I'm scrolling through them all, that is literally just to input this data. And yes, this is how long it's taken to input the data on the SimGrid. It is a long, complicated procedure, but we love it because it actually really does help with... Oh, it's gone back to the race. It actually does really help with working out the penalties, and instead of sitting there and adding them up in your head, you just press the button that says, oh, look, that's 30 seconds, and it automatically does it for you. So it's absolutely fantastic for us as admin and as steward to actually work out what penalties people actually have and where they finish at the end of the race.
Yep, it is indeed. Well, in theory, we shouldn't have any pit entry penalties unless they've got a drive-through or a stop-go.
Yeah, well, there will be no pit entry penalties today, will there? That's a fair point. Right, so Future Revenge and Max didn't actually set a lap time, so we can save that there then. And as we go back to get ready for the race, let's put a second poll out. Smithy in the chat, good evening to you. N-Dubs races when he wants. Heard he drives with his eyes shut, he's that good. Go Hitman, says Wolfenator. Smokey second, says Smithy in the chat. Yes, he is.
That must be the glitch he's referring to.
I was just about to say the same thing. So, in the chat, Unorthodox for the race win. Because it's race 1, Smoky Devil for the race win. Fury is in 3rd, and Ginger Bush is P4. They are the 4 drivers you can vote for. If you want to vote for another driver, get your comment in the chat. PM tip for the race win.
I hate to say it, but I think it's going to have to be Dan.
I hate to. Dan, that was 2 wheels over the white line there, my friend, on the warming up of your tyres. Thought I'd let you know. Plava, tip for the race win.
I'm going to be boring and say Dan because his pace in quali was very good. But,
and I'm going to be. Okay. So who are you going with?
I think Smokey won't give up without a fight in turn 1 and 2. So everything can happen.
Right, brilliant. I love the fact you've gone Smokey then. So we've got 1 vote for Dan, 1 vote for Smokey. I'm going to go Fury just to mix it up even more. Let's see what happens as the drivers now should get into double file. Smokey's took the lead of the race with the looks of things. Smokey for a send it, says Smithy in the chat. Well, that's interesting. Because if he does send it, spook Dan up a little bit. This could be an interesting one to see. He does need to back the field up. He's one who complains about this. As he needs to make sure that field is together. Fury for the win, says Shane. Shame. It's a shame Shane couldn't make it. Gee, you try saying that one, PM.
It's a shame Shane can't make it.
All right, nail it first time. Why don't you make me look a fool?
I've seen some of the names you have to say.
And some of us are meant to be professional. As they round.
Some of the names there.
Yeah.
I'm not coming there.
You try saying Fugly Staller the first time of reading it while shouting it out on commentary. Either way, there's no Fugly Staller or Troninger or Waversick here tonight. It is all about Unorthodox Smoky Devil and Fury and who is going to get the best start here. We're about to go green and go for the Porsche Carrera Cup. Race start initialised. It is green and go, and it's a good start from Unorthodox who already gets away well over Smoky Devil. A bit further down the pack, Fury now up the inside of Smoky Devil, in through turn 1. Lucas Roth as well, he's looking to make moves. Ginger Bush has bounced off him, and Ginger Bush is off in the gravel, and that is Hitman with him as well. Bumper cars in the background, but it is Unorthodox who leads the way. Fury right up the chuff of him though, not letting him go at the moment as he comes in towards Graham Hill Bend. Fury absolutely flying at the moment. Smoky Devil very wide. Was he round? Yes, he was. I think he's held it together, but that throws Lucas Roth up another place, and it's a battle for the lead that we already wanted to see, as it's Dan from Fury, Sekulovic, Lucas Roth, Daz Automatic, Noza, Smokey, Max Mulder, Shoemaker, then it's Leon Fernie, Baraba, DJ Phil, Future Revenge, Ginger Bush and Hitman, and with no pit stops, that's going to really hurt them, but PN battle out front. The 2 teammates from last season in GT3 are at it again.
Yeah, it's all like war, isn't it now? They're not teammates no more.
They definitely aren't, as Fury runs a little more curb on the exit there of Westfields, on through Dingledale, up towards Sheen Curve, Sheen Curve they come. Fury, look at the curb they're both taking. Lucas Ross lost a bit of time to Sekulovic in the background, but we can't take our eyes off this battle up front at the moment. Let's drop down to Nose Those on the back of Daz Automatic. Plava, what are we watching? What kind of video part of the race are you watching at the moment, and who are you looking at?
I'm just watching Noza, Daz and Smokey battle. It seems to be a close one. Earlier, a couple in the lap, there was a half spin or maybe a spin by someone. I don't know who, but I saw a Porsche sideways across the track.
A Porsche
I'm watching my
sideways.
teammate.
Ah, there we go then, as Max Mulder's looking to defend that from Shoemaker then, who is up the inside of Max Mulder, running very similar cars. There's no teams in this one. Max Mulder's now going to look back up the inside of Shoemaker in towards the excuse me, left-hander of Graham Hill, and can't get it done, but out front Fury still on the back of Dan. Guys, it's an interesting battle up front.
Leon just tagged Phil, and Ginger Bush got involved as well. Phil's still going somehow.
Ginger Bush is going to have a lot of damage back there then, as we're on board with Smokey, who's got past Noser. Daz automatics ahead of the pairing, but out front it's down to a 10th. Dan's wide! Dan's wide! Dan's wide! Fury, did he tap him? Because Fury's let him go, and Sekulovic now leads this race. Lucas Ross looking on the inside of Fury, and I think Fury's made contact with Dan there.
Yeah, I was watching still the fallout from the Phil Ginger Bush.
I missed it as well.
Yeah.
We tuned to Fury, and he was slow, letting Dan back through. Fury is now behind Lucas Roth, but Sekulovic now leads this race, more importantly. Well, there could be handbags in that party chat at the moment.
Future Revenge is off after Sheen.
Keegs has gone around the outside. Sorry, Pien. Keegs has gone around the outside of Dan. I think Dan's struggling a little bit here. Keegs around the outside at Paddock Hill. Dan's now tucking up the inside at Druids. Can't get the move done. Does Dan have a bit of damage on his car here?
Maybe. Well, Ginger Bush and Leon are carrying on. You can see the damage on the cars. But there's less air on one of them. Oh, Ginger Bush is wide at Paddock Hill again.
Well, absolutely fantastic to see, and this is brilliant to watch at the moment, but so far so good if you are Sekulovic, as Fury now has got past Dan round the outside on the exit of Surtees. I think Dan's starting to struggle because cars are now starting to gain on him and get past him with ease.
Or is he doing a Red Bull or Mercedes with the sandbags and just waiting?
Daz is off, Daz is wide, Daz is round. Oh, he's been T-boned. He's made his own mistake. I believe that was Noser who's got caught up with him as well. So huge damage there for Daz. He now has to wait for cars and traffic to get going.
That was a bit if he put it out on Hitman.
Right then.
So,
Plava, what a chaos.
Yep, I just went into the replay to watch what happened, and yes, Fury tapped the rear of Dan, and it seemed like Dan has a little bit of damage on the rear end.
Max is stationary.
So we think Dan has a bit of damage on the rear end, so that is a shame if Dan does have rear end damage. Max is now away once again, but damage to him. Future Revenge looks like he's got a clean car. Ginger Bush and Daz got hit hard. Daz lost it all on his own and got hit hard by Noser. But the top few, though, are separated by not a lot of time. Leon Fernie having a bit of a battle with Shoemaker here, then. Down the order. Baraba's trying to get on the back of Daz automatic now without damage. But it is Sekulovic after lap 3 who leads from Lucas Roth, with Fury right over the back of him as well. And these two starting to pull away from Dan. And if you close your eyes, Pierre, if you close your eyes, it sounds like you're at Donington Park or Snetterton or Brands Hatch even, listening to the Porsche Carreras go round.
Yeah. We're normally having a nap.
Yeah, normally when the Carreras are on, yeah, I'm the same, normally take a nap. Shane in the chat. Well, what used to be the Ginettas on the touring car package, no more. Shane in the chat said Fury for the win. Well, he's got a lot of work to do because these three are all battling each other here, and they're letting Sekulovic actually get away. Max Mulder in the pits, he looks like he's going to go a lap down. Evening to Mother Davis in the chat. Been a while since I've seen Mother Davis in the chat, so very good evening to you. Hope you're doing very well, as Fury was a little wiggly through that final corner, and through clearways he goes, and Plava, these three will all be sat in the same party. And I don't know whether it'll be joys or screaming, but probably a lot of screaming knowing Keegs and Fury.
Oh yeah, for sure. Keegs and Fury, I have heard them and they like to scream a lot, especially if stuff doesn't go their way, so I think it's a bit loud there.
Do we think Dan probably told Fury off for that little bump then?
I'm sure he did. Oh, there was a slide from someone.
Right, but, down the order. Sorry, Pien.
Yeah.
Plava.
There's a car stationary.
Yes, that is 37. Ah, he's left. Retired.
He's left. That's Shoemaker.
So, yeah, I think then he was angry after that moment, but now I think he's in his zone again and trying to chase everyone.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. Let's see what happens then. Right, so at the moment, as it all stands, it is a good start for Sekulovic, who's really started to pull away out front. We drop down the order. Ginger Bush trying to get on the rear of Leon Fernie for position. He's coming down towards Westfield. And then Future Revenge, 16 seconds behind this battle. Ginger Bush says he's got damage. Look, he's making a move up the inside. He has a look on Leon Fernie. Can't get the move done there, though. So he carries on his way at the minute. So far, so good for Ginger. It's not the start he would have wanted. Oh, bit of a bump with Leon Fernie. Leon Fernie off. Ginger Bush sideways up through Sturley at Sheen Curve. And he's now bounced off. All that is more damage for Ginger Bush. What a shame here. He's having an absolute nightmare race. Oh, now what's happened to Sekulovic?
Sekulovic has dropped down the order.
He's 8th place. What has happened to Sekulovic here?
I didn't see it because Shoemaker's Wi-Fi is gone. He's just said in Discord.
Ah, right.
Can you guys please tell me what number was Sekulovic?
18.
Thank you.
You're welcome. PN, you're welcome.
To find and see what happened.
Right. DJ Phil gaining on the back of Baraba, your teammate for this season, gaining on the back of Baraba here. Can he get his way past at the moment? Because so far he's doing all right at the minute. So if Shoemaker can get back in, he will be back in and able to get race 2 and qualify for race 2. Obviously everybody qualifies for race 2 and he will also be able to get himself some points on the board for the start of his season.
He would. I believe Phil's the only pad user in this race.
Potentially so. We don't obviously know much about the new drivers, so I believe you are correct. Out front, though, it is Lucas Roth, who 2 wheels on the grass at Clark Curve. Fury's going to go the long way around the outside. Don't know where Danny's in the background. He's dropped way behind. He was 4/10 to the last sector time. He's not anymore. These two are side by side. Fury to the outside of Paddock Hill. You're not going to get it done there. He's on the marbles as well, and that's going to really compromise his run. Smoky Devil gaining on the back of Noza, or he was. He's still about 8/10 off. Dan's lost 8 seconds, so I don't know what's happened to Dan there.
No, I was sort of just watching the rest of the action.
DJ Phil, as he comes across the line, he's gaining on the back of Baraba then. The green and blue of Baraba, and DJ Phil running what looks to be team colours in these Porsche tonight. Pianis, he's looking up the inside. Baraba a little wide. Does that give Phil a chance? No, it doesn't.
Ooh, yeah. So Sekulovic spun on one of the fast corners and then tapped Smokey around as well. So.
Can you tell us what happened to Dan as well?
Now something happened to him.
Well, he's dropped. He's dropped behind Hitman now. Hitman's actually ahead of Dan, and Dan's got Noza breathing down his rear end here. So not the start for the 6-time champ on Orthodox that we all wanted to see. This is absolutely fascinating to watch at the moment. And DJ Phil, he's looking each way till Sunday to try and get past Baraba here. As we say evening to Bethany in the chat as well. And DJ Phil round the outside of Hawthorns. That's a fantastic move from Phil. Has he got it done? He has. What a move, PM.
What a move by Phil. No, he's probably hoping for a bit of rain.
Holty, get yourself signed up as a reserve, and if there's a spot available, you'll be down as a reserve. Oh, now he's gone wide. He's gone wide at Sheen, and DJ Phil loses that place back to Baraba. He's got to do all that work again.
He's at the pace side at the moment, haven't he?
He has at the minute. I'm surprised. Dan must have some really bad rear end damage here because Nose's bonnet's lifted up on the front end of his Porsche, yet he's catching Dan.
So I can't find what happened because something lags when I try to see.
Yeah, no problem.
What happened? So.
No problem.
You know, if it was a version of this game what didn't do that as much. It's PC, isn't it?
Well, PS5's not too bad with that, though, is it?
No, no, it's a Series X.
Right, Baraba out to Druids. He was on the grass on the exit curb of Druids. Phil's now going to try around the outside at Graham Hill Bend. Another brave place to go round the outside. And I tell you what, DJ Phil has done it again.
I think you need to check the battle for first because Fury is pushing Keegs very hard.
He is pushing Keegs very hard. Keegs has just bounced off. In fact, I think Keegs, if you look at the front left of Keegs' car, it looks like he's scraped something on the wheel arch of the front left of Keegs' car. And Fury absolutely flying. Leon Fernie has had to come into the pit lane, so that's a shame for him. He's about to go a lap down as well.
Fury's
tucked underneath. Great run. Tucks underneath for clearways. He's going to have that inside line for Paddock Hill Bend. And this could be an absolute master plan for him. And he now leads this race, does Fury, but bounces off the curbs. Does this give Keegs a run into Druids? It's going to give Lucas Roth, a.k.a. Keegs, a run up the inside into Druids. And Keegs back in the lead. No! He's took too much curb. And how they've not collected each other, I don't know, but Fury leads once again.
The two young guns of SimPlay.
Great racing, this is. Great racing. Meanwhile, back down for 5th and 6th. Smokey's now gained on the back of Noser as he's now pulled away from unorthodox here.
Yeah. Smokey's on the back of Noser like no tomorrow, and he's having a look.
He is having a look. Just say, we'll go through it actually in qualifying too. We forgot to tell you the calendar for this year. Noser has a bit of a wiggle, but manages to keep hold of it. We will go through the calendar for this season and let you know about it. I was just about to say, I thought that Noser there had changed his banner on his Cup car, but no, he's obviously running an actual livery. He's not been able to change his banner. Obviously, we're halfway through the season now. Pro-Am and Pro, they'll continue Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night. Myself and Fury, myself and Ben. And then PN and Dan will be back in comms before myself, PN. And if Plava wants to, he can join us again next Sunday night for the racing around. What is next week? Snetterton, I do believe. Yes, your home circuit, PN.
Yeah, it is indeed.
It is indeed.
Don't forget fun with OTC. Yes, there's food court, bomb hole, call them into Murray's.
Don't forget, if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We're fast approaching 500 subscribers. And if you are like what you see here, hit that thumbs up and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. Baraba's not dropped. DJ Phil's not dropped Baraba yet. He's still pushing.
Keegs has had a look up inside of Fury.
Smokey's still on Noser.
We'll jump to the Keegs and Fury battle a second, because that's the closest one on track. Daz has now had to pit. Leon Fernie still in the pits. Leon Fernie needs to get out of that pit lane, so Daz has had to pit as well.
Leon's
was on the
moving.
lead lap. Leon's moving, that's good to see. So he must have had some big damage, must Leon. He's now away and gets himself going though. Here comes Lucas Roth attacking the back Fury. Now, for Fury, he's a man who's got 2 championships here. He's got a few race wins to his name. In fact, he's got precisely 35 race wins to his name. For Keys, he's only got 4 race wins to his name. So could add to his tally here, and he'll put him in that crowd of 5 with Disco, Rabbit Joe, and a famous Latvian on 5 race wins. Wonder who that one is.
Yeah. Who is it? I don't know.
Modesty there for lava.
So good fight here. Let's just drop back down. Smoky Devil's lost out to Noser. He's dropped back to 1.6 seconds. Baraba, though, still putting pressure on DJ Phil at the minute. So Phil's done well to get past, but hasn't pulled away just yet, Pierre.
No, not yet. He did message me earlier saying he was struggling in the Cup car, and I just went, no traction control. That's all I said.
Well, yeah, top 10 at the minute, P8 at the minute. It's not looking bad. What's happened to Dan?
Ooh.
He's dropped behind Noser and Smokey.
He's got a lot of damage on the front of that Porsche. Has he hit something?
Yeah, I think he's had a mistake somewhere again. So Dan's down to 7th. Oh dear.
Yeah. Yes, you can return the pits. That was in my chat.
There we go. Smoky Devil then.
Needs a move.
Oh, Noser! Noser, he's had a wiggle. And still Smokey's not close enough to get through. Gap out front's increased to 1.3 seconds. Gap here is decreased. Oh! How has he held on to? Look at these two. They've both got damage to their front ends. The cars are twitching all over the place. Dancing around the British roller coaster. As Max Mulder now, I actually think, has got himself ahead, or will get himself ahead of Daz. As he's on the same lap as him. He's going to come round now. Daz needs to start to leave the pit lane, otherwise that will be a disqualification. If he doesn't finish his race, it will be then a quali ban for next week.
And you kind of need a qualifier, Snap. Oh, someone's gone off on the back straight. I think it's Max.
Saying that, though, based on...
dropped off.
He has dropped off a lot. Based on these circuits, PN, you don't need to qualify as much as normal. Max stays well off the track and well out there. That's nice of Max to stay out the way of the guys on the lead laps. And Noser and Smokey having a good fight. Let's drop back to DJ Phil as we've lost another driver. We've now lost Leon Fernie.
Leon's lost. Max top hit, ain't we?
Dan's lost to Sekulovic.
So, yeah, I had a look and then did lose it on the exit of one of the fast corners and smashed his front in the wall.
Dan smashed his front end in the wall.
Yes.
Well, there we go. There we go. That'll do it. Oh, who's that? Who is that? I think that's Noser who's had a moment. Yes, he has. Noser's had a moment. Does that allow Dan through?
Future Revenge has also gone off.
Oh, he's gone well off. But look at the leaders. As Fury made a mistake because Keeg's back within a tenth of him. Absolutely fantastic racing here in the first race of the season at Brands Hatch. Daz is now behind Max Mulder, but Max Mulder is in the pit lane. Oh, Fury's had a wiggle! He's had a moment! Keeg's now side by side as they come towards Clark Curve. And Fury has a wiggle. Keeg's goes back up the inside. And with only a couple of minutes left in this race, it is Keeg's and Fury who are battling for this race win. What drama!
Winding him in. He's only 6 seconds off now.
Yeah, the more these two keep battling each other, the better. Smokey's got to come down off the top part of the circuit there because Sekulovic was having a look up the inside. Can't get it done. Dan's gaining on Noser a little bit. But back to the front, it's Fury who now has to become the man to chase that of Keeg's at the minute.
Yeah, it's role reversal with only 2 laps left, possibly, where we are on track.
Yeah, this one and then another, I imagine.
Keeg's
is very wide. Into Surtees, very wide, and Joe won't need a second invitation. Thank you, Mama, for the carrots. First one of the Porsche Cup season. Sekulovic gaining on the back of Smokey Devil. One of you keep an eye on the Fury-Keeg's battle. We're currently watching the Sekulovic-Smokey Devil battle.
Yeah.
What a fascinating start to this season, Plava.
Yeah, not what I expect. Oh, Fury's off!
Fury's off! Keeg's is
in the lead.
So Keeg's now leads once again. Right, one of you two jump to the Sekulovic and Smokey battle. One jump to Dan and Noser. We will stick with the race leader for the stream as Keeg's drifting through Clark Curve. Fury's 2 wheels on the grass. This is a fantastic way to end the first race. 37 seconds left. Don't make any mistakes now. Leaders on the final lap. And what will happen here? So we've got, I think PN is watching Smokey and Sekulovic. PN is watching Noser and Dan. Plava's watching Smokey and Sekulovic as Keeg's has a huge wiggle out of Druids. Manages, though, to hold it all together at the moment. This is fantastic racing early doors here. Fury looks up the inside, early doors, late doors. Fury looks up the inside at Surtees. Does Keeg's get the better run out the exit? I think they're still side by side. Keeg's will have that inside line for Hawthorns as they come down Pilgrim's Drop. What's happened, PN?
Sekulovic had a little wiggle and Dan nearly rear-ended him.
Fury's through!
It's action everywhere. It's great.
That is, yes, it's Sekulovic on the back of Smokey. That's Max Mulder behind them two. Dan's on the back of Noser. And Fury up towards Sterling's. And for the first race this season, what a drive from these two. What an absolute outright bit of driving this has been. This has been fantastic. All he has to do is get the final corner right. Fury, though, is going to take a race win here on his first outing. Keeg's has run a little wide, so it's going to be Fury to take the first race win here. Lucas Roth comes across P2. Hitman is going to cross the line for P3. Smokey Devil now. What happened with Sekulovic Plava?
Oh, he had the
Dan's on the grass. Dan's lost it. Dan's crashed into pit lane.
Smokey's P4. Sekulovic will cross the line for P5. Noser then will cross. Oh, he's hit the wall on pit exit. Noser will be P6. Dan is yet to finish as he bounced off the pit lane wall. DJ Phil is a long way back.
Just missed it, he did, but he lost it on the green paint.
Dan will cross the line for 7th place. DJ Phil, that's a great 8th place for him.
It is. He'll be driving on the race, DJ Phil.
Good flash there for DJ Phil. Baraba's going to cross the line for P9. Ginger Bush, well, not his race today. P10 it's going to be for him because Future Revenge has already finished. So is Max Mulder in 12th. Daz Automatic as well in P13. We lost Leon Fernie and Shoemaker, but Ginger Bush will cross the line for 14th place. And Fury there off the racing line, which you're allowed to do.
I'll tell you what, We got another one of these, lads.
We have got another one of these. Are you excited? Because I am.
Oh,
I am.
sure, it's going to be fantastic.
It's going to be absolutely brilliant. You do not want to miss it. Right, we're going to take a very short break while Free Practice 2 is on. Subscribers can get a quick toilet break and a few refreshments, as can us commentators. We'll be back in a few moments' time. Don't go anywhere. As can us commentators. We'll be back in a few moments' time. Don't go anywhere. We are clear. Dan's just texted me. Fury is a prick.
Did Fury hit Dan?
He did.
Also, the sad news is, from what I've seen on SimGrid, De Silva has withdrew from Pro.
Has he?
Yes.
No way.
Straight up.
Do you want to message him on Discord? If he's still in the Discord.
I have done. Right, so timetables. Race.
Can you send like video clips to other PS users?
I think so. Yeah. Why?
I just recorded from the replay, so you can have in highlights a bit more action.
Oh, I don't know if I can. I don't know how to take it off, but I can have a try. I could actually upload it to YouTube, possibly. Max Mulder, Future Revenge actually did 13 laps. Max Mulder 11, which means I believe Dan did. Daz did 11. Leon Fernie did 7. And Shoemaker did 3. Right, just going to run to the toilet quickly. In fact, what Dan said, hit me, rear damage car was fuck them. Back in a second.
All I can say is... Yeah, it was pretty good, isn't it?
What did you say?
I'm talking about stream chat. Just stream my POV in case I get something that shouldn't actually, the rule breakers are cutting the white lines on pit entry and exit. And palaver.
Shh.
Matthew Duffin.
No need for that.
This racing is great. I thought the Toyota stuff was crazy we did earlier. Jay.
I mean,
on GT7.
I have comment or raced these like mini-series where the cars are pretty much equal. They all have been way more fun than the real thing.
Did I put fastest lap point down for this race, by the way?
I don't know.
Probably.
Yes, I did. The only reason I do is because fastest lap point on SimGrid counts for... if you give someone the fastest lap, it then on the tables makes it look like they've got pole position.
Mm.
So...
You got a feeling we're going to get busy soon.
I've got a feeling someone's going to be a bit pissy in the chat when we go back in.
I've got a feeling someone might be a bit pissy and put a ticket in on somebody else.
As if you're... Right, so in seconds and milliseconds, Fury's total finish race time was 1:25.43. Well, no, that's nearly though, 1:23.45. And then there's a 6 on the end as well after another one. That'd have been quite funny. Teagues was plus 1059. So I also
Look at all us like that in the Porsche Cup general chat that have done karting or have experience with karting saying don't do it, it's expensive. It is fucking expensive. I'd rather go sim racing. Even though I do miss the real thing. But my back, what shatter have I got in the cart now?
6 minutes to get this done. So Teagues is 1:25.5375. Plus 2746. Which means who was third? Him. tell you what, though, that was some bloody good racing.
I loved it. That was fantastic.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Are you ready? Guess who's just got some voice messages?
You.
Wait, I'm going
Yeah.
for this.
There is Blovsky.
Can I ask you a question? Which chat room does the stew stuff for the Porsche Super Cup go in? Which steward's room?
Oh, fuck, has he sent me the same shit?
I'm going to put that Leon Fernie one in. Which room does it go in?
I've just told him as well.
Well, Fernie done. It was behind him. It was Sekulovic. Plus 1537. Just keep me counted on the time, PN.
4 minutes 20.
Because this
4:20
takes
plays
the
it up.
fucking piss.
We've still got qualiers yet, though.
Yeah, I want to obviously show quali, not have this on screen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't got as many drivers to do because 2 of them DNF'd. Dan is gonna be pissed.
Shit.
Honourable shout out to DJ Phil for his overtake around the outside. Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, that was quality, man.
And Jay's also said, I smell a rat with that Wi-Fi one.
Wi-Fi. Oh, Shoemaker.
Shoemaker.
To be fair, though, he has said Wi-Fi before, hasn't he? He has had Wi-Fi problems
Yeah.
before.
And he's a kid, so it's not his internet.
Yeah, exactly. TJ Phil, PA. DJ.
Hero, legend!
Does Jays have ACC? Jays don't fancy racing ACC, does he?
He does.
Oh, Jays! Next season, it's heading on with PM. Micro J's, micro J's.
He does have ACC.
Oh, sorry. There. After DJ Phil, it was Baraba. 1304.
PS5 only. Oh yeah. Here, do PS5 when we do go for bit. Do stuff on
Fair
PS5.
enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. So Ferrari challenge in the off season then, Jays, yeah.
This one links in the YouTube chat. It should work.
Me and PN on comms for that.
In theory.
Otherwise, I'll probably be doing it on my own. Probably a Sunday again, mate.
Matt,
Yeah.
check your Discord.
Hang on a second, mate. Shit.
There are
Sorry.
some interesting clips.
Interesting clips from the Plovsky.
Yes.
Foyoy Savaloy. Do 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 do. Ginger Bush minus 66,117.
1 minute 50 seconds.
Plus 28,306. Fuck's sake, you're joking, aren't you?
Yeah, no. Things
Got
and
3
stuff. My
drivers to do.
brain hurts after Toyota Cup. My first race I did on my other account, clean as a light, not like 12. And then it just went downhill with people hitting you. So
How
I think
long
that
till practice ends?
1 minute,
1 minute 28.
25, 24, 23.
1:20.
Yeah, man, Palava gets it.
Cheers, thank you. Oh, do you know what? I'm just going to get this finished in time as well.
I tell you what, this mine was dirty dry. Yeah, I know. Some filth in there.
How can you change cameras? Well,
You can't on PS4 version.
No,
I mean,
you've got to leave
you
a lot.
can.
If you're locked.
Oh, so
you're locked,
if you press drive on a driver, and make sure you've got it in your options set so you can change your view.
No, also, if you change your
25
camera
seconds.
replay, then you can...
Oh yeah, if you do it on
Stays.
replay, it'll also, yeah, it will stay for that as well. You have to press drive on the driver to change driver, but then you have to return to garage alt time.
We've got a ticket in.
Already.
Of course we have.
From then?
Oh, Phil. On Leon.
Let me join. It's liking or something.
I'll tell you what. I'll let someone else claim that. Right, we're now in the 2-minute countdown to end of practice.
Who's this on? Add.
Bring on race 2.
Although the one on Leon Fernie for retirement, 'cause he never put out back, did he?
No, he never came back.
He also
So
never
that's
replied to my message, so we'll need proof. Oh, I'll have to download them and see if I can fucking use them.
Wait time, 2 minutes, but there's 2 people on track. Dan and Max.
Yeah, but it won't count Max because he's invalid, so if Dan invalidates his time, it'll...
Yeah.
Or when Dan crosses the line, then it should just go straight to
Yeah.
practice.
Quali.
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 Right. To... Welcome back then, ladies and gentlemen. SimPlay Motorsport here for round 2 of the season. And after race 1 was anything to go by, it's going to be an absolute crackerjack of a race. You will not want to miss it. Strap in. Race 2 here at Brands Hatch. What we didn't do in the free practice session and in the first qualifying session is we didn't tell you what the calendar was. So let's remind you of what the calendar is. If you are on the Discord, you would already know, but it is. The Porsche Super Cup calendar will be Brands Hatch for race 1 and 2, which we have tonight. Snetterton, a week from today, will be the 3rd and 4th round of the season. PM Motorsport's home circuit before we head up north to Manchester, or around Manchester, for Alton Park, where our admin and one of the stewards, Mike Matthews, Peaceful Explosion, is his local circuit. Rounds, for that'll be for rounds 5 and 6. Round 7 and 8 will be Silverstone, and then our home circuit, in terms of my home circuit, and SimPlay's home circuits, where the SimPlay Straighters will be the final 2 rounds, round 9 and 10 of the season at Donington Park. And I tell you what, it is a beaut of a thumbnail, is old Donington Park. It's the only one that I actually enjoy because the cameras was easy to get a good picture.
Silverstone's also a double header with
It is Silverstone, yeah. Silverstone will follow the week of Pro-Am and Pro. And if you want to thank our lovely models on the PS5 version, because it looks a little better than the PS4 version, it was Fury, who was in a different coloured car than what he is now, and it was Lucas Roth, who's in the same coloured car as what he is now, who is our lovely models for the thumbnails. Right, though, it is qualifying. We are waiting for a few drivers to start their fast laps, and the first one on his flying lap is Hitman, as Baraba comes out the pits and is in front of Dan, so he will want to move out the way because the champ is going to want to come through the pack here. Right, with a massive 225 points still up for grabs in this championship. Sorry, that's wrong. A massive...
There's only five rounds, really.
234 points up for grabs, because I forgot to add the extra point for pole position. It is Fury who leads the way, 2 points clear of Keegs, 4 points clear of Hitman, 6 points clear of Smoky Devils, 8 points clear of Sekulovic, 10 points clear of Unorthodox and Noser, obviously Dan taking pole for race 1, 12 points clear of DJ Phil, 13 of Baraba, 14 points clear of Ginger Bush, Future Range 15 points behind, with Max Mulder 16 behind, Daz 17 behind, and everybody else yet to score. Now, if you ask me, with everybody being that close to each other, it's anybody's championship still.
Well, I've only had one race. So, yeah.
Exactly. As Dan's off, Hitman's just invalidated his time. Dan has also now invalidated his. So we go to 112 of Ginger Bush. Dan got tapped by Fury in race 1. Is that going to have affected the car for Dan in race 1? And is that going to have affected his mindset in this second race? Does that mean he's going to push a little hard, do we think?
I think his mindset will be a bit more like angry towards Fury. if he sees him on track, I think he will want to push him that bit wider than usual.
Well, that win for Fury makes it race win number 36 and puts him on third place, still cementing his place there on the leaderboard for Fury as well. If he does do this second race start, as Ginger Bush goes provisional pole, next car to actually settle lap time, and he will this time round, will be Max Mulder at the moment, so good for him, as Future Revenge and Skulovic sat in the pit lane at the moment. Fury, Thursday night, race 2 will be his 250th race appearance.
That's a better time by Max, as he's
It is.
slowly getting for former Pro-Am champion. Oh, last Pro-Am champion.
Yeah, he was indeed, yeah, he was indeed. So Joe, Thursday night race 2 at Kyle Army will be his 250th race appearance. So our graphic designer will have to get on that for making all the lovely pictures. He's already making one at the moment for McLaren. But also for Fury, he's now gone tied for third place on podiums, tied with Gary 131 on 86 podiums. Keegs now moves on to 11 podiums with JM Grill, Exit Tibbs and Bryn.
Exist Tibbs.
Tomatoes.
Or Agent Tibbles, as I call him.
Yeah, Mr. Tiblington.
Tibbles. It sounds like a cat. Yeah, Tibbles.
Here comes Hitman then. Currently got a podium in the first race. He's going to want to be on that front row of the grid. And he goes P3 at the moment. Unorthodox will then set a lap time of 26.8. Wow. Stamp your authority. Does Dan there. Baraba, next man to set a lap time. He's going to cross it. And what's his lap time going to be as he comes down towards the final corner and goes P7 at the moment. Ginger Bush will then be on the next lap time and goes up to P2. 3 taps off the back of 10. Damn, heck of a lap time that from Ginger Bush. Here comes Daz Automatic. What is he going to do is he pops his Porsche into P4. Then Lucas Roth goes P6. Lucas Roth not the quickest start right in qualifying, but boy, did he look like he had some race pace in that first race. Here comes Lucas Roth. Car 20 behind him, that is Noza. Sorry, here comes Fury up to P4. What about Noza? Didn't get the run, you heard him touch the gravel, down in P8. And the next car will be DJ Phil once again. Sekulovic and Future Revenge deciding not to qualify here. I find an interesting choice.
Well, if it's going to be a melee into Paddock Hill, good way to avoid it being at the back.
Yeah, I suppose so. Oh, Phil. Just a little wrong on the line there from DJ Phil. And that is going to just have slowed him down a little bit here. And it's not going to give him the place he needs. Next car that is on a flyer, that is Hitman. So what is he going to do is he comes round now.
There's a shed of flags into Druids as a car off.
Yeah, there is. That's car 20. That is Noza who is off. Here comes Hitman then. Any improvement on his time, he goes P4.
Or he says P4.
Oh, he went up on my screen. Fury was P4. So he went up.
Yeah,
he went up. Smokey's in P3 though.
Smokey is in P3. Here comes Baraba and Ginger Bush. And Ginger Bush gets a little closer to Dan then on the timing screen. So Ginger Bush is closing that gap towards Dan. Dan might have to start sweating in a moment. Here comes Daz Automatic, currently P6, goes to 5th. And Lucas Roth goes up into P3. But now Fury has a lap time to set. The track is optimum. It is absolutely great conditions out there for these Porsche cars, and Fury back up into P3. So times really coming down now. Next driver, DJ Phil, to cross the line, as the guys in the chat think Dan is going to take pole in this qualifying session. I'm not so sure at the moment.
No, he will take pole. I'm 100% sure.
Well, if Impala was making a graphics for the McLaren, can he put boring tar in brackets underneath? Here, this is a single-make championship, so I expect it here.
DJ Phil, no improvement on his time there, stays P11. Max Mulder, the next man to complete his lap time, and what will he do? Well, I think he's backed out of it, actually. So the next one to do a lap will be Baraba.
Max thinks it's raining, he's got his wipers on.
He had his wipers on the other day, in all fairness. Baraba has a little wiggle.
Go faster, wipers.
The race 2 pole goes up. Now, where is Ginger Bush? He's dropped back a little bit, so is he on a better lap? Here comes Baraba towards the line. Great comeback from Hitman, says Wolfanator from P14. Holty said great racing as well. Ginger Bush to the line, no improvement. Next up, though, is Fury, who's going to be determined to set a faster lap before we head back to DJ Phil again. Car 12 of Lucas Roth is on an invalid one. Still Future Revenge and Sekulovic will have to do the hard work. Fury, though, Wow, he's cut the time down massively. Ooh. Good lap. Good. Yeah, oh, indeed. About Unorthodox is definitely going to get pole. He's going to start sweating a little bit here now.
Well, maybe, but no.
Definitely.
Still, 1/10 is still quite. When Fury's in the pit, so that means he's not improving anymore.
Yeah, and that also means he's not going to get another lap in. Here comes DJ
and
Phil before Smoky Devil.
His faster.
Ah, so Dan's got one more chance.
Phil improves,
it's 20 cars again, Holt. That's why I said you can go down as a reserve as Phil goes ahead of Baraba. Here comes Smoky Devil. What is he going to set now? Stays P5. You can go down as a reserve, Holty, and if any drivers are missing in future weeks, you will be able to join as a reserve driver. So if a driver is declined, you can go down as a reserve. Here comes Max Mulder. Improves his time, but doesn't improve his position. Noza next, 38 seconds. And Noza, the car behind of Baraba, will also get one more lap in, as might Ginger Bush. Fury's in the pits, though. No improvement from Nose there. So the next car that's on a flying lap is Daz Automatic. Will he get one more shot here? Let's see what happens. There's two of the line. Here he comes. He stays P7. Right. Last laps. Fair enough. Baraba done. Sekulovic didn't get going. Neither did Future Revenge. Fury done as well. So for the final time in qualifying 2, it'll be DJ Phil to bring us home to start with. Can he improve on his time? Well, he's out-qualified Baraba. He needs 1.2 seconds to get this one done. And I'm looking at the votes for race winner of race 2, by the way. There's been 4 votes. 1 for Ginger Bush, 2 for Hitman, and 1 for Fury. Dan hasn't got a vote to his name yet, as here comes DJ Phil. Doesn't improve. Car 43, that's Smoky Devil. Does he improve on his time? He does. He goes P4 at the very end. What about Hitman? As car 12 of Lucas Roth and car 20 of Noza are done. So Dan on pole once again. Here comes Hitman. Goes P5
still on a good lap.
At the very end. Actually, that's a good point. Ginger is still on a good lap. Thank you very much, Amplava. You've got a keen eye for this.
Yeah, I'm watching his lap now.
Oh,
but,
Ginger Bush is
I tell you what, that's not going to help his lap time at all.
Look good.
Look very good. He's got Daz behind him.
Daz will be impressed with that. Mr. on a sideways in a Ferrari all else season.
Yeah, he was, yeah. Fair enough, fair play. Here comes Ginger Bush, and did that slide cost him through Sterling's? We will never know. Daz stays P7 as we now return to garage to get to see that Unorthodox 16 will once again take a fastest lap in this race. So fantastic to see that he gets the fastest, the pole position point yet again.
But Fury's found some good pace. That wind's buoyed him. And now it's round 2 of Dan versus Fury.
Yeah, round 2 of Dan versus Fury, except this time of Dan versus Fury, Fury's on the start line. He's on the front row of the grid with Dan.
This might be messy, boys.
This could be an interesting one here. We'll have to wait and see what happens.
The cameraman's got a better camera this time for pole position, because I can see the car now. SimGrid gets inputted.
No, you don't do qualifying 2. They haven't got a feature for qualifying 2. I'm just editing where it says F1 incident reports and putting Porsche Cup.
Yeah, because Phil did his ticket in ACC for now.
Yeah, that will be fine. So it's Dan and Fury, Ginger Bush and Smokey, Hitman Lucas Roth, Daz and Noza, Max and DJ Phil, Baraba and Sekulovic, and Future Revenge at the back on his own, as every driver will now want to drop their car and get it in.
Even though
Nose has just said he did a 27.7, but it was invalidated.
Oh. It's easily done.
If it
was
a small cut, then I feel for him.
Yeah, but you've got to watch them white lines.
White lines are bad, okay.
I don't like them, especially if they indicate where the pit box is, or pit lane is.
Yeah. You especially hate the ones at the top of Eau Rouge when it spins and the wall appears in front of you, don't you?
I hate. Well,
in a 24-hour race. God, what a silly sausage.
Sausage.
I think this incident will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Oh, it won't necessarily haunt you, but we won't let you forget it.
No. Bit like me crashing out of the podium
in the next endurance race.
Bit like me crashing out of a podium at Mexico on a penultimate lap.
You see, I was in Switzerland for that, so I can't really, you know, get you for that one because I was in Switzerland, so I didn't get to see that.
That's my most popular clip, and you hear me say of every naughty word I can't say on YouTube.
Whereas I was in the same chat, in the same race, in the same car, in the same team as Plava for the Spa 24.
I know, it's in your stream.
You probably was. So get your votes in for who you think is going to be the race 2 winner on Orthodox, Ginger Bush, Hitman or Fury are your 4 options. If you disagree with them options, get it in the chat who you think it is, as Dan now finally gets his first vote. But the vote is going the way of Fury at the moment. And Dan is taking us on a lovely Sunday drive here at the Brands Hatch circuit in Kent.
South of the Dartford for me.
He's got to make sure his tyres are in the right window here. And he's got to make sure. Oh, did we lose Ginger Bush for a brief second?
I think we might have done because he's right at the back now.
Yeah, he's just come back in and right at the back. So I didn't see us lose Ginger Bush.
Oh no.
So that will put him, sadly, a lap down.
Yeah, that is him lap down, unfortunately.
So he's got a big task from there. It's not been the opening week to the season that Ginger Bush would have wanted, but it's keep going, score them points at the end of the day.
We saw that, one incident can change the whole outcome of the race.
Well, Daz and you look at Daz and Max, they finished a couple of laps down, so yeah, it's not over for them.
Never give up. I didn't when I had horrible solder round. My eyes twitching every time I think about it.
I have had some moments where I want to do some stuff to quit, but I have stayed strong.
Always got to stay strong. Right.
See, it goes through your head, dogs. Of
course it does. Of course it does. Right, we head through Clark Curve. I mean, why? We come through Clark Curve, we come through Clearways, we come to the start line, and for the final time tonight, we are about to be green and go. And we are now, it's green and go for race 2 of the season, and it's Dan who once again gets himself ahead of Fury. As down towards turn 1 they come, Dan bounces off the curbs. Does that give Fury a sniff on the inside? They rub back bumper to front bumper. But nothing comes of it. Fury's now very wide. This could invite Smoky Devil up the inside. No, it doesn't, as Fury manages to cover that one off. Dan's already on the back foot against Fury. Fury late on the brakes, trying to get Dan done. As here they come once again then. Dan defending that inside line. Fury's going to that outside line here at Surtees. Is he looking for that cutback? Don't know if he can get it because he's got Smoky Devil attacking him. Tries to tuck underneath Dan. That's not always the best option when you'll have the outside line for the next corner. It's all cleanly through though. It is Dan from Fury. Smoky being hunted down by Hitman. Look at Hitman down the outside of Smoky Devil. And here comes Hitman around the outside. Backs out of it. Lucas Roth 5th. Max Mulder 6th. Sekulovic 7th. No Brave. Daz was 8th. He's tumbled down the order now. So is DJ Phil. Baraba's up there. Future Revenge and Ginger Bush a lap down at the back. What happened between Daz and DJ Phil?
I think they had a coming together into Surtees.
Well, I saw the whole thing, or the second half. Basically, it looked like Phil broke a bit too late and hit the rear of Daz and then let him pass.
Right, so DJ Phil looks like he's tapped Daz and has led him through, but the top 4 are breaking away here. Dan looks like he's drifted a little wide at Clark Curve, and Fury's tucked his car underneath. Positioned beautifully, and Fury comes through. At the end of lap 1, he leads this race, forces Dan to the outside. Does that allow Smoky to have a look? No, it does not. But Dan goes a little wide at Paddock. Can Smoky look now? No, he can't. And Fury once again leads this race. Dan looking up the inside at Druids. Cannot get it done. I tell you what, there's now 5, 6, 7 cars all fighting in this lead trio. Hitman now looking up the inside at Graham Hill on Smoky Devil. That is a good move. Wiggle on exit. He's lost momentum. Lucas Roth is through. Max Mulder. Oh, had to pull out there as Hitman decided to come onto the racing line. Max Mulder, though, gets that position, and that is job done as Noser there showing his drifting abilities.
Easily done with no TC.
Yeah, easily done with OTC, but Fury, once again, gentlemen, leads this race from Dan, who's 7 tenths now up the road from Smoky Devil, and he's got Keegs hunting him down.
Yeah. Was it all these three, apart from Smokey?
Well, is this basically going to show us who this championship fight is between Hitman in this battle, though? He was third in race 1. We didn't really speak about Hitman much in race 1. He went quietly under the radar, but he's in the thick of things at the moment. He's got Sekulovic from the back of the pack on his rear end.
And Max Mulder's up there.
He's got Max Mulder just in front. Oh, Keegs in the wall! Ooh. Oh, he's tagged Hitman!
Oh,
I think Sekulovic was involved.
That bonnet's way up. Oh, they hit again! With,
That's Noser. Yeah, that's Noser.
Wow, that was a major hit. Hopefully, for next week, they'll actually have a livery for them cars.
Wow. Well, that was huge. I'm not sure what's happened to Lucas Roth there, but that was huge. He's had to return to the pits. So this is the look, maybe, that Ginger Bush needed, because there's going to be cars there with a lot of damage. It's Fury from Dan, Smoky Devil, Max Mulder, Sekulovic somehow still 4th, Baraba 5th, Noser 7th, Baraba 6th, Noser 7th, Future Revenge up to 8th, Daz is now 9th, with Ginger Bush on the back of him, but he's a lap down. Hitman's 10th, Phil's 11th, Lucas Roth 12th in the pits, and Ginger Bush 13th. What happened there, though, to Keegs' car?
I believe En's looking through the replay right now.
No, I hadn't, but I just like thought that Ginger is now in a difficult spot because he's a lot faster than the guys in front, but he has to be careful trying to unlap himself and trying to face them for another lap again.
Well, those with an intelligent head...
Right, Lucas Ross put in the chat, something is unplugged. He's put sorry in the chat, as Daz has got past Future Revenge, so does Ginger Bush to unlap himself. So something has unplugged or not plugged in right on Keegs' end. That's what's put... So, where he's rejoined then, has something came loose, and that's what's caused him to go, you know, his pedals have flat out, and that's what's caused him to come back across the track.
Yeah, as Daz is holding a very tight line through clear ways, which... Well, why fight Ginger Bush? He's a lap behind you.
Yeah.
You might as well let him go.
Well, Ginger Bush now ahead of Keegs, and while Keegs gets it sorted, he's going to be in for a 2-minute pit stop either way.
Oh, Fury's in front of them.
Yeah, Fury's been in front of Dan since the start, Plava. Keep up.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're all right. You're all right.
I thought. I guess I missed something.
We did shout about it. Race 2 seems a little tamer though. Gaps starting to form. The closest actual fight is this between Daz Automatic and Ginger Bush. Daz miles away from home in his McLaren. Yeah, Keegs in the chat. I lost control of everything, so I wonder if it's kept his foot to the floor. And yeah, we'll see what happens there.
Daz is just holding him up, and it's holding you up. Let him go. He's a lap down.
Yeah, and he's got Hitman really charging on him.
Yeah.
And the closer Hitman gets to Ginger Bush has got to let Hitman go.
Yep, because they'll be getting the blue flags.
Yeah,
in fact,
exactly.
you can see him on the edge of the track.
I don't think he's close enough, though, at the moment, is he?
No, but they could be waving already. They like waving.
Hitman on the gravel a little bit there. I did see through Sector 2, Dan was getting 9 tenths to Fury. Fury opened that gap back up at Sector 3 and ran a little wide into the gravel, did Fury there.
Yeah.
Smokey running a good 3rd place. You know, he's managed to get Max Mulder, who's running in a great 4th place after his poor race 1. Starting maybe to get to grips with these Porsches, running a good 4th place. Sekulovic 5th. Baraba, cracking night for him. You know, good fight for Phil for 8th and 9th, and now he's 6th again.
Maybe Max has put the safe setup on and just don't mess about with it and just learn to drive the car first, because these are difficult animals to tame.
Now, I wonder if Daz knows that Ginger Bush is a backmarker. Surely he does. But Daz, you're right, it's better to just let Ginger Bush go, because Ginger Bush is now coming under that bit of pressure from Hitman behind, and he's got to let Hitman through here.
Yeah, and he's fighting Gingerbush. That's holding him up.
Oh, Dan is catching.
Oh, Dan has caught, yeah. Good eye, Plavy. You've caught this one this time, but Dan is right on the back of Fury now for the lead. In fact, he's got his lights on. So Dan means business. He's turned his lights on. I don't even know how to turn your lights on in this game at the moment. I know how to flash them. I don't know how to turn them on, but Dan has got them on.
He's turned them off again then.
Oh, he's turned them off now. Cheers, Dan. But he's right there. Whoa! Well, he was on the back of Fury. He's not anymore, as Hitman's now gaining on the back of Daz, who's still got Gingerbush separating the pair of them. Does Gingerbush tuck underneath now? I think he has. Right. This the moment Gingerbush needs. He's quicker than Daz to let himself unlap himself. And Daz now has Hitman behind as Gingerbush now unlaps himself from Daz automatic. Then runs deep, but manages to hold on to it. Daz trying to defend from that of Hitman as Daz is going to look up the inside of Gingerbush.
Oh no,
Gingerbush gone.
Went
oh,
wide.
they tapped. Yeah.
And Gingerbush is not happy. He's on the flasher.
Flashing the lights. He's on the flasher. And Hitman now on the back of Daz here.
Yep.
Naza is still going with his damaged car.
Well, you lose too much time pitting. And with no pit stop anyway, you might as well just keep going.
Yeah, you may as well just keep going, as well as Lucas Roth needs to actually get back out on track if he is to score points, provided he's got his whatever was the problem sorted. Hitman to the outside, can't get it done. Dan, I think, has had a moment here. Oh no.
Dan's just went across the grass.
Dan's behind Smokey and Max Mulder here.
Has he had
Max Mulder's second.
Has Smokey caught Daz? Not Daz.
No, Max Mulder's passed Dan and unorthodox. So Max Mulder crosses the line now. Max Mulder is second place. I think Sekulovic is now third. Smokey's fourth. Dan's had another moment here. Dan is down in fifth place.
Smokey's on front end damage.
I just saw something in the replays.
Talk to us. Do tell.
So it looks like Dan went into the corner a bit too quick, lost the rear end and spun. And then tried... Oh! Jeez, there was some contact as well.
Gingerbush has had a moment at the final corner and he now carries on his way. So Dan, down in fifth place, not the opening to his season he would have wanted here.
So then spun and then stopped on track where Smokey collected him.
So that would explain Smokey's damage.
Hitman is already on Noser.
Yeah, Hitman's got pace in these cars. He is flying. Noser has got big front end damage though due to that incident with Keys.
Hitman, if you're watching, set up to the Aston Martin, please. Thanks.
So Hitman on the back of Noser here. This is for 7th and 8th. For halfway through this race, there's 10 minutes to go. Been a bit more of a quiet second race, I'd say, compared to race 1.
Yeah.
Oh, as we say this, through Dingle Dell, sorry PN, through Dingle Dell, Hitman to the outside of Noser. That is Baraba off up front. Hitman hasn't got the job done. Baraba keeps it going, I do believe. And they can once again go. Think I've sorted it. There was a wire jammed underneath the steering wheel. Sorry for all that. That's fine, Keegs. No problem. Just get yourself back out into this race so you can score some points and will be classified at the end. Hitman, though, gets past Noser for position and can now hunt down after Baraba.
Yep, and ironically, Hitman and Noser both drive Aston Martins, one in Pro and one in Pro.
They do indeed. And your teammate here, DJ Phil, is in a battle with Future Revenge and Daz Automatic just a little further up the road here, although Daz starting to pull away from these two. He's got Phil and DJ Phil's got Future Revenge right in front of him, as I believe Lucas Roth has just come out the pits and he steadily rejoins the circuit to let the others go through. But DJ Phil at the moment trying to catch a teammate. Daz has had a spin. Daz has had a spin. Phil's avoided him, and I think Gingerbush has been caught up in that.
Yep.
Yeah, it looked like it again. Yeah, Gingerbush is off. Oh, this is just messy, and apparently, if you go back through the replay and have a look at Ginger, I don't know what Jace just said, but Ginger did something at Paddock Hill.
Paddock Hill is which corner?
Turn 1.
Turn 1.
Okay, I will have a look.
Probably within the last few laps. I'll just keep an eye on my chat quickly as well.
Right, so it's
Daz
Fury
has
who
got
leads.
damage.
Max Mulder is second place. Tell you what, for Max Mulder here, this is fantastic to see. Sekulovic, oh, he's had a moment. Oh! Baraba's punted Sekulovic off. Hitman's involved in all of this. Dan's in all of this. Hitman's up to P3 somehow now. P4? He's P4.
I've got a feeling we're going to be busy again.
Baraba, oh wow, Sekulovic is stationary. Future Revenge may get. Future Revenge is off.
Yeah, and backwards.
We've lost Sekulovic.
Sekulovic, that could have been lag then. Oh, someone's just... Oh, Gingerbush just hits Future Revenge. And
Daz is round as well.
What's going on?
What is going on?
Oh, Daz is heavily into the wall.
Absolute chaos out there. Not sure what has happened. Noza though is on the back of Baraba as we speak at the moment. He is absolutely trying to hunt him down. Fury still leads. I'm not quite sure what we're seeing here. Sekulovic will need to provide footage of a retirement. Obviously. Gingerbush is back into the pit lane. This has gone mental.
Daz has a very heavily damaged car and that's not turning.
Yeah, Daz and Future Revenge back into the pit lane as well.
And looked very quick into pits, actually.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
You saw that as well, did you?
Yeah.
That looked very quick, so I won't be surprised if Daz is not speeding penalty.
But it looks like at this point the winner will be who has the least damaged car.
I think we said that.
Yeah,
Noza's right on the back of
Baraba's on the back of Noza. No, this fight's still happening. Baraba's on the back of Noza here.
Yep, they've changed positions.
Interesting one at the moment. We'll see what happens. But this is an absolute crazy race. Dan trying to get on the back of Hitman. Smoky Devil's got bad damage. This, I tell you what, with 6 minutes left, Lucas Roth is going to unlap himself from Ginger Bush once and Daz once, as well as Future Revenge. Keeg surely here, I think he's about 3 laps down. So if I look at the timetable here, Keegs is on, so Daz is on lap 6, Ginger Bush is on lap 6, sorry, Ginger Bush is on lap 6, Keegs is on his third lap. Keegs is on his third lap. Could Keegs get back onto pace of...
Dan had another moment.
Ginger Bush, Dan, oh wow, damage to the front of Dan's car. Dan's struggling in these Porsche Cup cars.
Yeah, he was all confident pre-season, didn't he?
Yeah.
Fury just go off through Sheen and between Sheen and Sterling's.
Ginger Bush out the pit, so Keegs won't be catching Ginger Bush. As Fury now starts lap 6, Daz and Future Revenge in the pits, and Fury, oh, big slide, hold on to it, he has. Right, Baraba's off, he's lost time. Dan's now behind Baraba because of his damage. Dan's struggling. He's off again.
Off the road again. Oh. He's going to hit that wall. Oh, that was close to that wall.
I tell you what, Dan here, I think he's struggling to turn that car. Daz, stop-go penalty.
Called it.
Lucas Roth unlaps himself from Dan. I think
Dan's returned to pit. Daz has returned to pits. That looks like it's going to be a quit.
Well, he's got to finish the race to obviously score points. DJ Phil very wide. Dan will now get back ahead of DJ Phil. Yes, he will. As we lose Dan from this race. Daz from this race.
Daz from this race, yeah. So that'll be a retirement, and that'll go into the stewards as well.
Dan cannot turn this car. He is struggling to turn this car. Oh! Did he cut the pit entry? Oh, that's an interesting one. Right.
If he can't turn the car.
Right. Right then.
You should have said it was damage spat. That's what you should have said.
Daz, retirement from this race. Well, that's a shame. He could have scored points tonight either way. Keegs now up to 11th. Ginger Bush now up to 10th. This is why you always keep going in this race. We're down to 11 drivers. Fury from Max Mulder. Smoky Devil. Hitman, Noza, Baraba, DJ Phil, and Orthodubs in the pitch. Future Revenge, then Ginger Bush. Ginger Bush now on the same lap as Future Revenge, and could possibly be on the same lap as Dan here as well. So Dan, we've lost Future Revenge now.
Future Revenge has quit now.
Well, there's going to be 4 qualifying bans next week. Future Revenge, Daz, Sekulovic, and Leon Fernie.
Yep.
This is why, in races, you keep going till the very end. You do not give up, because look at Ginger Bush. Lap down, 13th place, he's now 9th. And in a minute, could be 8th, depending on Dan's damage.
Well, technically we had Shoemaker retire, but that was hard.
That was internet, so that is out of his control. If the others can say that it was out of their controls...
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Is out of the pits.
Dan is out the pits, so...
Daz has come back in.
Daz is back in, right. So it's not over for Daz yet, then. He will score points if he finishes this race.
He's got to wait 2 minutes, so he's just got to get out of the pits and not serve his penalty, so the game won't disqualify him.
It might disqualify him, but he's in. He would have done his penalty. He would have done his stop-go.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what lap it's going to put him on. Keegs may still lap himself yet. Right, so Fury leads this race. He's got 2 laps left in this race. So Fury from Max, Smoky Devil, Hitman. Hitman's off, actually. Oh, he's off. He's sideways. He spins now. Where's Noser?
Noser's now coming.
He's coming. He's coming.
He is coming. Noser is passed. What about Baraba?
Baraba...
I think Hitman's got going. Yeah, Hitman's just got going. So Hitman drops to P5 now.
So yeah,
well,
let's remember, Noser
race
has,
1
damage.
He does. Race 1, fantastic. Race 2, carnage, and drivers retiring.
Yeah. Oh, Fury! Keep hold of it.
Drifting a lot here. Max Mulder. Let's speak about Max Mulder. Race 1 really struggled. He looks like he struggled a bit in that McLaren this season, but he's doing absolute bits in this Porsche race 2.
He is, yeah. And I'll tell you what. Also, Phil in 7th.
Yeah, Phil in 7th. But this is again no PM. Go back to carry on racing and get to the end. Max Mulder. You know.
Yeah, Max Mulder.
He could have easily have gave up by now, but has got to the end and he's doing bits.
You know, I think in Max's case, you know, it might be just that he had wrong tire pressures during the race in previous. Now he adjusted them and it's a lot better for him.
Maybe, but he's kept going. It's interesting that his Porsche's black here when his McLaren's white.
So Fury starts the final lap of this race. Hitman trying to catch Noser. But we're on the last lap of the race. I think Keegs will get ahead of Daz. So even if Daz gets out the pits to finish the race, Keegs will...
Yeah, Daz is moving.
Yeah. So Keegs, I think... Oh, Keegs, hang on to that. So where is Fury?
Fury's now coming up to...
to the GP. Dan's had another moment. Just sorry, yellow flag for Dan. Dan has struggled tonight. Dan has really struggled.
He has indeed.
Right, well, driver of the day, Paul, and I think we've got a couple of options. So, we'll get your votes in a moment, as we'll put it into the chat.
Cool. I just watched back the stream and Keegs absolutely broadside.
Do you know what? Actually, I'm going to put Max Mulder in the vote for driver of the day, because I think he's had a good one. Get your vote in for driver of the day. You've got between Fury, Max Mulder, Hitman, and DJ Phil for who you think is driver of the day. As Fury's a little wiggly. Keep your eyes on Hitman and Noser because they're within 0.6 of a second. But Fury's going to come to the...
Come to the line. We lost Matt on comms briefly. His headset's been on.
Am I back? Yeah. It's going to be a race win for Fury. Second of the season. Keep it out of the wall, Joe. Race win for Fury. Max Mulder is going to come across the line for a second place. Great job from him. Great to see him finish in P2. Max Mulder, good, well deserved, really. Smoky Devil, podium, P3. A good podium for Smoky Devil as well. Fantastic to see him on the podium. Noser versus Hitman. Got to get this final corner right.
I think Noser should fit this if he gets Clearways and Clark right. Oh, someone's just quit out before we got the final results. That's
Ginger Bush. So Noser does get to the line. It's a 60-second time penalty for Daz for not doing his limit. So 4th place for Noser, 5th place for Hitman. Baraba is going to come to the line in P6. DJ Phil is going to cross the line when he gets there for a good P7.
Oh, a bit low, yeah, Phil. Come on.
Yeah, keep her under control, Philip. As we await to see where Daz and Lucas Roth would have been. But I think Daz, with his 60-second time penalty, will keep hold of P9 and Lucas Roth will get P10.
Yep.
As the votes start to flood in for driver of the day poll, here comes DJ Phil to cross the line P7.
Are we getting the top 3 in? Because I believe all 3 of them are in the party anyway.
If they come in, great. Dan didn't cross the line there, I don't think. He has, actually. He's already crossed the line. So that then is your race 2 result. A bit of a chaotic race, bit of carnage in that one, but that is your race 2. In terms, though, of the championship standings, and it looks a little like this. Fury takes his second win of the season and is already now 10 points clear of his closest rival. And you'd think that might be unorthodox. It's not. It's Smoky Devil, who's second place. Hitman in third, 12 points behind Rick Eags, and those are 16 points behind in fourth and fifth. Max Mulder's 18 off the pace in sixth place. Seventh place is Dan, 21 back. DJ Phil is P8 with Baraba P9. Ginger Bush P10, Daz Automatic 11th place, Power Sekulovic in 12th, Future Revenge 13th, Ant T, Shoemaker Shane Tibbs, Hitman and Leon Fernie yet to score. Driver of the day vote in the chat, going the way of Fury, a vote each for Hitman and Max Mulder as well. Plava, first time commentating here in ACC, because I know you did the Tokenite.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Fun watching from the other side. When you're not in the car, different emotions.
Very much different emotions. Your driver of the day?
I think it must go to Fury. He kept his nose clean, 2 wins, so, I think he deserves it.
PM?
Tie between Fury and Mr. Quite consistent on the pad, Phil. Quite a night, really, but that Fury for his double race wins. Fury, if you're listening to the chat, come in for a chat, quick.
Yeah, quick. Get yourself into the chat if you are around. Fury, if not, no problem. I'm going to give my vote for Fury as well, and well done as well to DJ Phil and others. It's been a fantastic night's worth of racing here at the Brands Hatch circuit. Join us, or join me and Fury actually live on Tuesday night for the Amateur League around Kyle Army. If you want to join myself and Ben Varga, we will be live on Wednesday night for Pro-Am. I had to think of what night it was then. On Wednesday night for Pro-Am, in which will be an absolute fantastic showing there. And if you want to as well check out PN and Dan Davis, they will be live on Thursday night, as we do have our race winner join us now. Fury, just a quick word before we end tonight.
That's
that was... Oh, Smokey joined as well. Right, then we'll start with Smoky Devil. Smokey, hello, podium.
He thought just turned his mic on. Smokey.
Don't be shy.
Ah, there he is. There he is. There he is. Smoky Devil. Race win. Race win. Apologies. Third place. Podium. Talk us through it. Yeah, talk us through the cars. Obviously, they're a bit different to the GT3 cars we're used to. No traction control, the main sort of thing on this car, but enjoyable to drive. Yeah, obviously being a British touring car fan, like the Porsche Carrera Cup, I suppose, on the touring car package, is that a thing that obviously makes you want to drive these a little bit more as well? The fact that it's like something we see as fans of the BTCC. Indeed. So, Pro-Am, BMW, it was a bold choice to pick the BMW. It's going all right in the drier races. What do we think we can get at Kyle Army, though, on Wednesday night? And we head to Snetterton again next week for the Porsche Cup rounds 3 and 4. They're a bit leery around Brands Hatch. That track's got a few interesting corners that we're going to have to wait and see. Well, well done tonight, Smokey. Congratulations on the podium, and enjoy this one. We'll see you Wednesday night.
We've got Max in.
And we're joined by Max Mulder now, who can join us for P2. Max, bit of a learning curve in these Porsches, but a podium to end the night.
Yeah, very surprised by the podium. Didn't feel like I got the pace today, but a bit of luck on my side and got P2.
Yeah, P2, you must be very happy with P2.
Yeah, very happy with it because it was the first time in this car for me, so yeah, good day.
Yeah, good day for you. Obviously a learning curve in this car. The McLaren on Wednesday night. Kyle Army, what can you do around there?
I hope I can go for the podium there. I love the track, so yeah.
Well, hopefully we see you on the podium and maybe get to speak to you again Wednesday night. And then Snetterton next week for the Porsche for Porsche Carrera Cup. What can you do at Snetterton next week?
Let's go for the top 5.
Top 5. We heard it here first, folks. Max Mulder, top 5 next week at Snetterton. Max, congratulations on the P2. Well done tonight.
Thank you.
And we speak with our race winner, who's probably going to be one of the happiest mans in the party at the moment. And he's going to have a massive grin on his face from now till Donington in 6 weeks' time, I imagine. Joe, double race winner. That's the way you start a championship.
Oh, yeah. In my favourite cars as well. It's just better than I expected.
Now, Thursday night's not going your way, and the Lexus seem to be struggling a little bit there. It looks like you're starting to get to grips with it. But tonight, different story.
Yeah, the Lexus, obviously, me and Dan made a deal about it, so I stuck with it. But these are a different ball game. No traction control, basically no assists. It is all just down to you, really, and how you can keep control of it.
Indeed it is. Well, Joe, race winner, what can you do Thursday night, and what can you do next week?
Thursday, hopefully keep it out of the wall and no incidents, and just try and get the Lexus to go as fast as I can get it to go without it being too loose. And with the Porsche next Saturday, just try and keep it clean and consistent, and obviously hope for no incidents and see if I can keep going the pace I've been going.
Well, Joe, congratulations. Well done. We'll see you Thursday night.
See you Thursday. Cheers, mate.
No worries, buddy. And PN Plaver, thank you for joining me once again. Hopefully we'll speak to you both next Sunday.
Yeah. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. It is going to be fun. That's all we got time for. Don't forget, if you want to join us live at SimPlay Motorsport, hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button as well, and hit that bell to be notified when we are live. If you want to see more of SimPlay Motorsport, Tuesday night, myself and Fury will be live in the amateur class. Fury making his full-time commentary debut, if you will. No longer sort of being the third wheel to me and Piani, stepping up to the role. As myself and Ben Varg will be live Wednesday night, 8 PM UK time for Pro-Am. And then PN is back on Thursday night, where you'll see me and Narish driving some cars across a few white lines, maybe get a few penalties. We'll have to wait and see. But either way, it's going to be fantastic to see at Kyle Army. PN and Dan Davis will be bringing you the action 8 PM UK time for that one. And myself, PN and M Plaver, MD, PN, NP will be back next Sunday night, 8 PM UK time for Snetterton. So we get ready for that one. Thank you all for watching SimPlay Motorsport. Hope you have a great Sunday evening. Look forward to work tomorrow morning. Good night.
Like, comment and subscribe.
Sunday evening. Look forward to work tomorrow morning. Good night. And we are clear.
That's my question.
Oh,